I'm 74 years old now, and before this video ends, I need you to listen carefully. Not casually, not in the background, not while doing something else. Listen like your future depends on it. Because mine did. And no one warned me. Not my parents, not my teachers, not my friends, not the people who said they loved me. And because of that silence, I lost something I can never get back. Time. If you're watching this and thinking, I still have plenty of time, please don't leave. That single thought is exactly how my story begins. When I was young, time felt endless. Days felt long. Weeks felt slow. Years stretched out like they would never end. I truly believed tomorrow was guaranteed. I believed life was patient. I believed opportunities waited. I believed there would always be another chance. People around me repeated the same comforting phrases. Relax. You're still young. There's no rush. You can always do it later. Those words felt kind. They felt safe. They were lies. I didn't know it back then, but those words planted something dangerous in me. A belief that time belonged to me, that I owned it, that I could spend it carelessly, and somehow still have enough later. No one explained that time doesn't work like money. You can lose money and earn it again. You lose time once, and it's gone forever. I postponed my dreams. Not forever, just temporarily, I told myself. I delayed decisions that scared me, ignored the tight feeling in my chest, silenced the quiet voice whispering, "You're meant for more than this." That voice came often. At night, in moments of stillness, when life slowed down enough for truth to speak. And every time I pushed it away, I distracted myself. With work, with routine, with responsibilities that felt important, but weren't truly fulfilling. And I used the same word every time that voice returned. Later. Later when things are more stable. Later when I have more money. Later when I feel ready. Later when I'm confident. Later when the timing is perfect. Later became my favorite excuse. Years passed quietly. No alarms. No breakdowns. No dramatic wake-up calls. Life didn't collapse. It simply continued. And that's what made it dangerous. Because when nothing falls apart, you assume everything is fine. I stayed in places that slowly drained me. Jobs that paid the bills, but stole my enthusiasm. Jobs that made me count hours, count days, count weekends. I told myself this was adulthood, that everyone felt this way. But deep down, I knew something was wrong. I stayed in relationships that felt familiar, but never felt right. Not bad enough to leave, not good enough to inspire. Comfortable, and comfort can be a prison if you stay too long. I smiled when expected, laughed when appropriate. Inside, something was fading. I woke up tired, went asleep distracted, repeated the same days. Weeks blurred together. Years blended into each other. And every year, I made the same promise. Next year will be different. I said it on birthdays, on New Year's Eve, on quiet nights when regret knocked softly. I meant it every single time. But intention without action changes nothing. Here's something no one tells you. Life doesn't scream when you're wasting it. It doesn't shout warnings. It doesn't force decisions. It whispers, soft enough to ignore, gentle enough to delay. And whispers are dangerous because they don't demand urgency. When nothing feels urgent, you believe you have time. When everything feels manageable, you believe you're doing okay. Until one day, you pause. Maybe it's a birthday. Maybe it's a loss. Maybe it's a quiet moment alone. And you look back. That's when it happens. You realize entire decades vanished without ever asking your permission. They didn't disappear violently. They slipped away politely. And silence is terrifying because it leaves no one to blame. No villain. No dramatic moment. Just you. And time. I remember the exact moment it hit me. Late at night. Sitting alone. No phone, no television, no noise. Just silence. And suddenly, it felt like something collapsed inside my chest. A heavy realization. A suffocating truth. I hadn't failed loudly. I had failed slowly. I didn't ruin my life in one mistake. I did it in small decisions. In hesitation. In comfort. In delay. I didn't lose time. I gave it away. Day after day. Week after week. Year after year. To fear of judgment. To fear of failure. To fear of being uncomfortable. That's when real fear arrived. Not fear of dying. Fear of realizing I never truly lived the life I knew I was capable of. Here's the warning no one ever gave me. Time doesn't suddenly speed up. It accelerates silently. One day you're 30. You blink and you're 50. You blink again and you're old. And the most painful part is not aging. It's clarity. You remember exactly when you should have acted. You remember the moment. You felt the pull to change. The job you knew wasn't right. The dream you kept delaying. The relationship you settled for. You remember choosing comfort. And that memory stays. If you're unhappy right now, if something inside you feels unfinished, if you feel restless but can't explain why, listen to me. That feeling is not confusion. It's awareness. And it doesn't disappear. It waits. Later is the most dangerous word. In the human language, later is how dreams die quietly. Later is how passion fades. Later is how life passes. While you're preparing to live, regret doesn't arrive suddenly. It settles in. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for confidence. Don't wait for certainty. Don't wait for approval. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It does not exist. The moment becomes real only after you move. I'm 74 years old now, and no one warned me. So let this be the warning I never received. Whatever you've been postponing, whatever keeps returning to your mind, whatever scares you but excites you at the same time, start now, not tomorrow, not next year, now, because time will not wait. And one day, it will ask you for everything back. And when it does, make sure you have something worth remembering. If this message made you stop and think, stay here. This channel exists for the warnings no one gives until it's too late. And if this story reached you, leave a comment, because someone else may need to hear this before time decides for them. Thank you very much for watching. Leave your comment and tell us what your opinion is on these topics. Thank you for your attention. See you next time.